Good morning. Curtis here. So we're going to do another Sunday morning message. Just got back from my walk run. I'm still getting used to running. I don't, since you can't go to the gym and work out, I have to start, I get my cardio up. I like walking and thinking, but I remember this when I was in college. I used to work at the Celtics basketball camp and this other camp up in New York, Camp of the Woods. But the trainer was a guy named Ray Malchiori. So if you watch some of the old video from the 80s with like Larry Bird, early 80s, and you see the trainer who had his Celtic warm up, that was the guy. He says, you don't need to do all that running. You just need to run about 30 minutes of cardio and play basketball. So I was like, okay. That never left me. So the most I would get up to was 4 miles, and then I would work on doing the 4 miles even faster, and then I would do wind sprints. So you know, uh, but anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. I'm reading a great book. So now I'm sitting in the backyard. I got my bulletproof coffee, and I'm reading the 12-week year, and which is interesting. So it's going to kind of refocus my goals. And one of the things you talked about is accountability to yourself, but having a big vision. So as we work with our clients, we're creating, and let me know if you want one, basically one-page financial plans that really focus on key indicators, really with the emphasis on cash flow, not accumulation. Okay, most of that, because you can't control. As you see, is going on with the markets. You can't control what the market does. You can only control what you do. And most people need, if you, we've talked about saving 15% of your income and storing that in properly structured permanent whole life insurance. My clients that are doing that are chilling basically, and are also looking for opportunities. On the other side of crisis is opportunity. And one of the things is that my philosophy is that I try to control what I can control. And I don't worry. I always tell our clients, you can't control the economy, but you can control your personal economy, which is your production and consumption as a family, right? And uh, that's or your and with consumption, your efficiency with that, and production. You can't control whether you get a raise, but when I do financial education for kids, I say, listen, your income is it's determined, it's in direct proportion to the value that you bring to the marketplace. So during this time, are there things that you can work on to create more value in the marketplace? Are there things that you can work on to create multiple streams of income? I'm starting two businesses. One of them is a networking business that I'm going to run an experiment to see if I can build it pretty much without letting anybody know what I'm doing. All through learning how to track people using the internet, because I think that the way people do network marketing is broken, because it's just a commission structure. Business is business, so you got to have something that people need. You've got to find a target market where you can help solve their problems, and how do you attract that to you? Or if you can teach other people how to do that, now you can employ leverage. McDonald's has more than one store, so it's all about distribution. Um, but staying on my theme of controlling what you can control is, I think, on our current show, the podcast, the Practical Wealth Show, is probably the most important interview I've ever done in my mind. So I interview somebody I've been really studying for off and on 25 years. I've heard about him. There's a lecture called Dead Doctors Don't Lie. So I had the pleasure of interviewing Dr. Joe Wallach a couple of weeks ago, and that interview dropped Thursday. Okay. And a lot of it is about, I'm not waiting around for somebody to create a vaccine. What can I do? What can I do for my family to protect myself? How about let's not get sick? And so how do you do that? You make yourself stronger. How do you do that? By boosting your immune system, paying attention to your body. So Dr. Wallach's interview is powerful. I mean, so I want you to go to just search the Practical Wealth Show, or in wherever you listen to podcasts, look for that, and do your research, but listen to that. Take notes. That is, he dropped some serious science. The interview is over an hour, and you will listen to it more than once because you'll take notes, and you need to start researching, because you need to take control of your health. I was watching a video yesterday with Robert Kiyosaki, YouTube, with his politically incorrect self, which I love, by the way. I'm not, you know, my nickname is Contrarian anyway, so I don't really care about what you're feeling. I tell kind of, I deal in facts, and research. When I go on Facebook and I say something, I'm not just putting up, something of, especially when it comes to economics, all my economics people just, spouting out stuff. It's like, listen, what can you, um, I'll have these running arguments, and I'll say something about the economy, and then they'll say something back. I says, okay, well, here's where I heard it. Here's an article, book, boom. But they don't want to hear that, because that's like work. I just want to take somebody's opinion of a soundbite I've heard on CNN. Okay, well, whatever. Uh, you can do that, but listen to this. Check it out. The week before that, we had a great one on the 5 principles of personal finance. So you have to build your life on principles. There are principles to healthy living. There are principles. The 10 Commandments in the Bible, those are principles by which you live your life. You can't have a life of situational ethics, or I'm just going to bounce around without any focus, a vision for my life, and wander around like a ship without a rudder. So anyway, talked longer than I wanted to talk. Have a great day, everybody. Go out there and make it a fantastic week. And check out the Practical Wealth Show, How to Protect Your Immune System by Dr. Joe Wallach.